John Vaenga. I represent American Samoa in the Congress.
All right. What do you know from home?
Shepard, the latest information that this is a 7.9 Richter scale
It's actually been upgraded now to an 8.3.
Oh, it's an 8.3 Richter scale earthquake, approximately 120 miles south of American Samoa. This is part of the Tongan Trench, about 400 miles south of American Samoa, and it has produced an enormous tidal wave or tsunami in American Samoa. My understanding is that luckily the earthquake hit at about 7 in the morning. American Samoa time for about 3 to 5 minutes. This is how serious it is. Serious it was, and all the residents and people in the lower-lying areas have been requested to evacuate immediately to higher ground. The first wave hit the American Samoa at about just in a very short while, and in the sense that right in the bay of Pago Pago, it caused severe damage in the area, which is the bay is only about 2 or 3 feet above sea level. But you know, things like this happened. The tsunami definitely was a result of this earthquake that is off the Tongan Trench, and all the areas and the islands like Fiji, Tonga, Samoa, Futuna, and I'm sure New Zealand eventually will be affected by this as a result of this earthquake.
Well, we have just gotten an alert in from Associated Press reporters in Pago Pago, and the word is very good. No injuries reported and no reports of serious structural damage. Have you talked to anyone in the region, sir?
Yes, sir. The information that I've received from some of the constituents is that cars are floating all over the Pago Bay area. Oh. And there may be, the waves might still be pending in terms, you know how tidal waves are. They don't come in just one wave. They come in a series of waves. And so people are expecting that there may still be more after effect of the tsunami.
What we don't, our best understanding is 3 to 4 meters tall here, and it's our understanding, and right there in Pago Pago, that it washed in up to 100 yards in some areas. I can only assume that this is a very flat beach area, where it's a coastal line that we're talking about here, right?
Like I said, it's only about 2 or 3 feet above sea level. But the bay is very deep. And for something like this, having this kind of an impact is unusual, but it's just to show how strong not only the earthquake, but it has created this kind of a tidal wave situation, not only for American Samoa, but for all the other islands. I
have no indications of a second wave at Pago Pago or anywhere across American Samoa. Do you?
Well, that's what I've been told by some of the people there. They may be expecting more of this happening, but like you said, it just depends how severe this earthquake, and bad as it is already at 8.3 Richter scale. I'm just hoping and praying that it doesn't get worse. Well,
we all are. You mentioned that the earthquake went for, or rolled or banged, depending on what type quake it was, for 3 to 5 minutes. That's an extraordinary period of time.
Yes, and unfortunately the people were, of course, I'd be running myself too. The houses or homes shaken and buildings, whatever. It's a natural instinct. The first thing you do, you want to get out of the house. And I think quite very much everybody has been warned that they should be doing this. And right now we're just waiting to see what further developments that come out of this.
And as are we. We're speaking with a delegate from American Samoa who represents his constituents there in Washington, D.C., and I'm embarrassed to say I just cannot say your name, sir.
That's all right. Just call me John Wayne Shepard.
All right, if that's how you wish. For a moment, I felt like I was speaking to Baba Booey, but thankfully I wasn't. It's very good of you to be here.
Problem.
All the best for your people back home, and keep in touch with us. If you hear more, we'd greatly appreciate hearing about it.
All right. Thank you, Shepard.
Thank you so much. Again, an 8.3. Now, there are conflicting reports on the wires, but the latest that we have from the Tsunami Alert Center is this was an 8.3. There are other reports that it was a 7.9. That was the original reading, so it's somewhere between the two unless they change it again. Some interesting facts to go along with this, interesting to me at least. The largest recorded earthquake to hit the United States was a 9.2 that struck Prince William Sound in Alaska on Good Friday, March the 28th, 1964. Wow, an enormous one, 6 days after. The largest recorded earthquake in the world was a magnitude 9.5 in Chile on the 22nd of May in 1960. This one is a very strong one indeed, if it is an 8.3 or even a 7.9. And to listen to the delegate from American Samoa, it shake, rattled, and rolled them for 3 to 5 minutes. You know, the early reporting is what it is, and it may in fact have been that long, and if it was, that was an unbelievable experience. But we'll wait for the officials to let us know exactly how long that thing rolled down the way. So there are buoys out in the ocean, obviously, that detect these things, but getting them from there to here and to you takes more than a matter of seconds. So we'll wait for more on this. Jonathan Hunt in the newsroom, anything new from your vantage point?
Some information on some of the Hawaiian newspaper websites now, Shep, which says that the people of Hawaii are being told by the state civil defense spokesman, Ray Lovell, that they should also check their emergency supplies, be on alert for siren warnings. So clearly there is a very real concern that this tsunami could be headed to Hawaii. And as I was saying, there is already an activation of the National Crisis Emergency Center in the other direction from Samoa down in New Zealand. So everybody who could possibly be affected by this tsunami, clearly urging all their citizens now to take the necessary precautions and be ready to get out and to get to high ground if those warning sirens are indeed going off. Good of you, Jonathan. Thank you. I'm just getting reports of a number of aftershocks in the region, and the worst of them looks like a 5.6, which hit just a matter of a couple of minutes ago, it would appear. The aftershocks will continue to come in American Samoa and throughout that region. We're waiting for more information on this tsunami. And indeed, for viewers, it's 3:30 on the East Coast, half past noon on the West Coast of the United States, and it's just about 7:30 a.m. in American Samoa, where a magnitude 8.3 or a 7.9, depending on which agency turns out to be accurate, has hit about 120 miles south and west of Pago Pago in American Samoa, and a tsunami has followed. The best reporting we have thus far, 3 to 4 meters in height, and on the move now. Aftershocks are hitting. Updates as we get them.